What is going on, guys? Rodney here with cryptobros. Welcome to today's video. It is a beautiful Wednesday afternoon and we're going to be talking about Mithril and the Lit platform. And while technically this is a token slash project review, we're also going to be talking about decentralized social media and why, in my opinion, why I think it's important to potentially be an early adopter of this type of technology. Before we get into all of that though, if you guys haven't had a chance to subscribe yet, all you have to do is hit the subscribe button. Just know how much I do appreciate all the likes and all the subscriptions as of late. You know, I'm definitely feeling the love, so thank you guys for that. That being said, let's talk about Mithril. The beautiful thing about Mithril is it's a very easy concept to understand. It is a decentralized social media platform that rewards all content creators. They don't have they're not like a blockchain project. They don't have a blockchain as of yet, and they are built on top of the ERC20 token. The cool thing about this, though, is they understand that, Ethereum, backed projects do not have the ability to scale for a high throughput or social media type of platform. So they're keeping their eye out for some other blockchains to build on top of. Zilliqa was one, EOS was one. There's a couple others that are mentioned in the white paper, but we can touch on that later. So essentially what this is if you are on the Lit platform, which is kind of like Instagram stories and Snapchat, kind of in the same thing. If you're on there, you're obviously sharing content, creating different things, putting out pictures and videos and whatnot, just like any other platform, but this is decentralized. And what they're looking to do is pay you as a content creator. Now, if we think about the current social media kind of platform stage, right? Myself being a content creator, I'm not a good one, but technically a content creator. We create these videos, or if you post a picture on Facebook or Instagram, right? Like, hey, here's a picture of this great beer I'm drinking, or this is my dog or something. So what that does is that brings other friends and family and whoever else to see your pictures, but it's also a platform for them to run advertising on and collect revenue and basically make money off that while you are not. And I'm not saying I'm against that, so I don't think I'm like stick it to the man type of thing. But this type of platform is kind of the direction that I'm moving into. I've started up a Steemit. I'm not very good at it. I don't make any money off that, but and I should probably learn how to use the system. But if I can be an early enough adopter on platforms like Mithril or Steemit, there is a potential to earn a passive income by sharing content that I'm going to be doing anyway. And I think that is pretty damn cool, especially with Mithril. Once you kind of collect your tokens, you can spend them. They've got this thing where you can basically take your Mithril and shapeshift it into any other type of Bitcoin, Ethereum, whatever it may be, and then you can use it to spend it or however else you want. So very, very cool idea and thought process there in terms of rewarding content creators. Now, what I like about Lit specifically is I've downloaded this on my phone. There's only like 5,000 downloads. So what that means is, like, if I start producing content, gaining followers, getting people to follow me and engaging in my content, I can be one of the first few 1,000 people on this platform, which as a content creator can bode long-term success or help launch my little channel here even farther. And you never know what type of opportunities come for that. So I do enjoy the platform, although I am still getting up and running on it. I'm excited to kind of get going and see what I can do. I get that it takes time, but anybody jumping on for the first time, you can easily create yourself as an influencer. Think about these pages on Instagram that have thousands of followers, and people are contacting them and say, hey, will you shout out my project or whatever. So there's just endless possibilities, and I think being an early adopter on some of these social platforms, these decentralized social platforms that are rewarding content creators, can be a great passive income or help launch your brand. So I get that that's not technically breaking down the project, but it's one way that maybe guys like myself or anybody out there in the same position as I am may be thinking about it. Some pretty big partner names. Obviously, everybody knows Quantum, Sora. I don't know what that one is, but someone's probably gonna make fun of me on that, but I just don't know. But so yeah, they definitely have some things going for them. If we look at their little kind of web page for Lit, you get a good idea of what it is. Like I said, very similar to like a Snapchat or or an Instagram story. I'm not sure if you guys are familiar with Marco Polo. I actually haven't done this yet, but something along those lines where you can create content and collect a bounty of some sort for it. And it says, what is social? So their big term that they're using is social mining, and it says social mining is a brand new concept that rewards all content creators by simply sharing your stories. Here, you can earn rewards based on your content and social influence. The more people and whatnot that you get under you and seeing your stuff, the better off you will do on their platform. So, very simple site. So anyway, we kind of just swing over to what Mithril has done. So it's actually freshly out of the ICO phase. So their first debut in terms of breaking onto the market was Saturday, March 24th, debuted at 8 cents. Huge run up, little kapitch, and then we're all the way up back to over $1 within recently. And then, current price point as of this afternoon, 92 cents. That's literally 10x plus, depending on where you bought it and sold it at. But that's a huge run up in such a short amount of time. And again, I think what social media, and if there is full adoption, can do and how powerful it is. I'm not saying this is the next Instagram or the next Snapchat or the next whatever, but there is potential here. And if you can get on it early enough, maybe you can create your own kind of platform or passive income for yourself. In terms of token supply, million in total, a billion in total, 300 million circulating. Pretty, honestly, this market cap shot up pretty high. I mean, we're ranked 67, and a $283 million market cap, I think, is actually quite impressive for such a short term here on the project. What I do say, though, is, again, I'm not a financial advisor, but we've seen this huge run up, right? We're up 10x. It's still very close to the all-time high. It hasn't come down yet. At some point, like anything in the cryptocurrency market cycle, at some point, this is going to come back down. So if you are interested in this project, I don't want to say advice, but I would wait. I would wait to buy into this. I think we're going to see a retracement, 60, 70%, whatever it may be, 50%, but it will hit a dip at some point. So anyway, moving on. This is just kind of more token stats. We can actually, this kind of breaks it down here. 24-hour volume. And this is coin checkup, 24-hour volume. So it's still trading very, very heavily. It's still very popular. Ah, wow, look at this. All-time high, $1.16. But still very popular. $267 million trading volume in terms of the 24-hour range. That's actually really impressive. Algorithm score, 3.2 out of 5. The 30. This is the whole reason that I'm on this page here. Is the 30-day price increase, 921%. So anyway, you guys get the picture. Came out of the gate strong project. Social media, obviously a huge ordeal. Stay away from buying at the top is my only advice. So anyway, if we just flip over to CoinMarketCal. No current events here. Nothing coming up. Nothing main. We can actually check out their. Roadmap. Sorry, I'm struggling there. One pager, super. This one pager is awesome, and it's basically all because of the simplicity of the project and what it is. This is very easy to understand. ERC20 social media token on the Ethereum blockchain. Yada yada yada. Talks about the rewards and the use cases of how to use it. The application of the Mithril token on the Lit platform. So you guys can check that out. But if we're gonna dive, and again, you guys, if you follow any of my videos, I don't do a lot with the team. Generally, only focus on the head honcho. And here he is right here. Just kind of talks about his, past a little bit as an early adopter into social medias, cryptocurrencies, blah, blah, blah. And the make here is he has quite a bit of success in this space already. It says his most recent project, you guys can check this out, it's called 17 Media, is the #1 live streaming app deployed in Asia. The mobile app quickly became the most popular app in Taiwan, Malaysia, Hong Kong, Singapore, and Indonesia, with its recent foray into the Japanese market. 17 Media intends to be a multi-regional online media giant that challenges and seeks to displace traditional media of yesterday. So, and you guys, their homepage, this is actually a very easy read. It is 30 pages long, so I don't know if you want to invest that time, but you kind of have the concept of what it is. We can just see on the roadmap, founded the end of 2017. Their app Lit it has their alpha and beta out, which is important. They've got a project, right? The Lit release is in Q2 2018. The Mithril wallet. If you guys know anything about the wallet release, this is always like a big deal kind of in my eyes, because this represents the adoption. Once we kind of get the wallet out there and people using it, this is when we can actually start trending into that full adoption phase, or at least get the ball rolling. And then it just kind of breaks down, Mithril wallet, beta and alpha later this year. Mithril shift development, that's where you're going to be able to basically trade Mithril for whatever other token you want. And then it goes down to their wallet release and all these other things. So they've got a nice, concise, short, not over the top roadmap. And I sometimes think these simpler projects, right? Like we look at some of these tokens and some of these projects and some of these ginormous blockchains that have roadmaps for the next 10 years. And sometimes I think we overlook the simplicity of other great ideas that are out there that are not these big, ginormous infrastructures. And I think Mithril has potential to be one of them. One thing that I noticed in downloading the app is they're already connected through Facebook. We'll swing over here. They're already connected through Facebook. Like when I was able to kind of download the app and start signing in, I was able to connect it right through my Facebook. So there is some early adoption there, and their goal is to basically integrate with all of these other social media platforms as it is, so adoption becomes much better. Two things to know, I guess, on this page, and this is just from their Medium. Mithril was listed on Hit BTC. That was April 18th. And then this is the big one right here. BitHump is a huge exchange. They were also on there on April 12th, and I believe they're on OK. Let me just double check that before I say anything. Yeah. OKX. So you can actually see where all the volume is. They trade the most on OKX. So anyway, yeah, that's where you get the coins. And really, guys, again, pretty simple project. And pretty simple to understand. But again, my whole point of kind of sharing some of these things, just a couple screenshots of the Lit app, is I think in terms of being an early adopter, in terms of some of these decentralized social media platforms that are actually looking to give back to the content creator. If you get in early enough and you stick with it, there is some actual potential for passive income. And then the last thing that I actually had up today was just this article, and it was just really talking about how quickly, this is from stockgazette.com, but this is just talking about the recent growth in both Mithril and Ontology. And actually, I'm using that Brave browser, so right here where this big gap is, I'm assuming that there was an advertisement in there that they blocked, and we can actually just check it out and see what it's done on this webpage here. So 5 ads and tractors blocked, 0 HTTPS upgrades, fingerprinting methods, bam. Way to be, Brave browser. Also, I did find out that there is a Brave browser extension that is called Batify, and you can actually download the Batify extension to Chrome, Firefox, and one other one, so you can get kind of like this same type of protection without using your the actual Brave browser. So I thought that was pretty cool. But anyway, guys, that is all I have for you today. Decentralized social media, is it the next wave? Is it important to be an early adopter? You guys can decide. I'm trending in that direction, hoping that maybe I can just gain a little bit of traction with some patience, to the channel. So anyway, I hope you found this helpful. I hope there's some value in this. Hope maybe you learned something today. But other than that, guys, just know how much I appreciate you as viewers, appreciate the subscriptions and the likes. By all means, guys, feel free to drop any questions, comments on any of my videos below. I spend time every day and respond to each and every one of them. I will say some of them do go in the spam box, so if I miss those, feel free to just post it again, because I don't dig through there, because there's a lot of spam and shitty things that goes on sometimes in the comment section. But have a great evening, and I will catch you guys later.